Hi. More than 700 years ago, a well-known French priest called Peter the Hermit said, "The world is passing through troubled times. The young people of today think of nothing but themselves. They have no reverence for authority and they're impatient of all restraint. They talk as if they know everything, and what passes for wisdom with us is foolishness with them." Basically, Peter's saying the younger generation don't know how to work hard, don't listen, they have no respect. Well, flash forward, and this is exactly what we're hearing from warehouse managers, warehouse supervisors, when they're talking about their new Gen Y and Gen Z employees. With today's high fluctuation of demand and high reactivity to seasonality, distributors need to onboard new employees much more rapidly than before, and getting them to become accurate and efficient warehouse workers as rapidly as possible. The problem is distributors are oftentimes making their employees use technology that's outdated in its design and running on old hardware and still expecting good results. The thing is, the younger employees that are being hired today are used to the always-on world. The technology to them is pervasive and familiar. They have a very specific approach and expectation around the way technology works. If distributors utilize modern technology in their warehouse, the results is a much more satisfied workforce, one that's easy to onboard and quickly produce better outcomes. I'm Bill Denby from Texas, and we design, build and implement software solutions for the distribution industry. And my job in Texas is to report on market trends and understand what distributors need to achieve supply chain greatness. And if you want your new hires, your Gen X, your Gen Y, your Gen Z, to learn faster, be more productive, be more accurate, I'm going to give you 3 keys to modern technology requirements you have to have in your warehouse. Requirement number 1 is hardware devices. Is your WMS running on an old style brick on a stick device? Do you still have a physical keyboard on it and function keys? And good grief, are you still using a text interface? If you think your tech-savvy new hires are going to have a clue how to operate that kind of device, and most importantly have any interest in learning, it's just not going to happen. It's like handing a Tesla driver the keys to a Ford Model T and expecting him or her to go get groceries. The younger generation's understanding and familiarity with technology is actually working against you in this case. Your new employees are most likely thinking, if you're providing me with ancient and hard to use hardware, that's just an indicator of exactly how much you value and respect me as an employee. If instead you provide your new hires with hardware devices that look and feel familiar, give them a system that runs on a phone or a tablet. Just watch them take that hardware technology and run with it. Requirement number 2 is the user experience. Anyone under the age of 30 has grown up using technology. If your WMS doesn't tap, pinch, swipe, just plain work the way smartphones and tablets do, the learning curve is going to be steep and ugly. Modern warehouse systems all follow functionally accepted norms when it comes to how a mobile system should interact with the user. A touchscreen user interface for your WMS is just one part of it. It's the user design language that the system's been written with that's more important. When you're looking at your technology, consider how the user interacts with the system and compare it to your smartphone. If how you interact with it is completely different, it uses menus, loads of buttons, and then prompts, you're probably looking at an old system that's been refreshed. You need technology that was designed from the ground up with a modern user experience. And the third requirement is personalized workflows. This is the most important and also the most difficult. If you want to empower and engage your modern workforce, you have to allow them ways to personalize their workflows to match their specific needs and requirements. Since the technology has been embedded so deeply within all aspects of their entire lives, it's normal for them to customize their technology to suit their requirements in order to be more productive. your warehouse system should offer them the same thing. Now keep in mind, I'm not saying your staff should be able to bypass all the checks and balances you need to ensure accuracy in data collection. What I'm saying is one worker might want more prompts while another worker wants less. One worker might need bigger fonts or text font prompts, or another worker might prefer voice or visual prompts. The system should adapt to allow these preferences. And if you can have your system offer your users the ability to control their processes, you're well on the way to make that user feeling valued and be more productive. So what are the key takeaways here? I've got 2 of them. Key takeaways for strengthening your warehouse workforce. First and foremost, invest in warehouse technology. Make sure it's not investment in grandfather's warehouse technology. Make sure it's modern technology. If you're selecting new warehouse technology, put a couple of Gen Y or Gen Z employees on the selection team. I guarantee they'll drive you crazy, but they will give you a different perspective on the way technology should work in your warehouse. And secondly, invest in your labor. Trust them to adapt their technology solutions to better match their ways of seeing things and working. If you empower and enable them, they might just surprise you. Thanks for watching, and remember, Texas is here to help. So at the end of this video, you've got the option to speak to one of our supply chain experts. The other thing is you should access the ebook on Apple versus Amazon strategies to succeed in warehouse labor management. Good luck. I'm Bill Denby. See you next time.